All right. Let's talk about A&M and Ole Miss real
Let's
quick.
do
I'm sorry,
that.
A&M and Alabama real quick.
I love it.
Got a few questions for you. What does Alabama do well on offense?
What do they do well on offense? Alabama?
Yeah.
Quarterback run.
They'll just run the ball in general. Last week against Mississippi State, they ran the ball 43 times and threw it 13.
Okay.
Another question for you. What does Texas A&M do a great job of stopping?
They do a good job of stopping the run.
They do a great job of stopping the run. How did Miami beat Texas A&M?
Went through running the ball.
Tyler Van Dyke lit them up.
That's
Like you said, wasn't by running the football. So I think this game is a matchup nightmare for Alabama. Because I think right now we find ourselves in the same spot we were a few weeks ago. It's like, hey, can Jalen Milroe win a football game by throwing the football? Because Alabama's going to run it, and they're going to hopefully have something that resembles success. But A&M, for all the criticisms of them, they have a good run defense. It's hard to run on A&M. And that's if that's what Alabama's hoping to do, they're going to have a long afternoon because that's the 3:30 kickoff on CBS.
Yeah.
And another thing, field goals ain't going to do it. Field goals ain't going to cut it for Alabama.
That's right.
And I think the path to victory is strangely similar. They're both going to say, hey, play great defense and force the opponent to make some mistakes. I think that's the path to victory for both teams. But when it comes down to it, I think Jalen Milroe is probably going to turn the ball over some, and I think A&M is going to have a very successful week stopping the run. So I'm picking A&M to take down the Tide. I'm picking A&M to win this game.
I'm with you on there. I'm picking A&M to win this game too, and for all the reasons that you talked about, I don't think that. First of all, they're going to be playing in Kyle Field, and that's been known as the home of the 12th man. So that's going to be a problem for them too for Alabama.
Well, if you look at it, last year Texas A&M had their same quarterback, Jalen Milroe, they were playing against. Texas A&M had one untimed down from the two to try and win this football game, and they had a horrendous play call.
Terrible call.
Since that, I think Alabama has taken a couple of steps back. And that was in Tuscaloosa. I know you can't just say, hey, this happened last year, so this is going to happen this year, but to say A&M doesn't have a chance is crazy, especially with some of the things we've seen from Alabama this year.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. That was the worst call, I think. I mean, and they came out of a timeout on that.
And he wasn't even in the end zone, so even if the ball was caught, it's not a touchdown.
No, and everybody in the world knew who was going to get the football.
Absolutely.
Evan Stewart. Talking about that A&M defense, they are averaging on defense and rushing one touchdown a game. They're averaging 4.8 yards per attempt from the offense. Their defense on rushing. They are averaging about 208 yards a game on the rush defense. So if that's what I'm looking at here, I think
it's a little lower than that. Last time I checked, it was the number I'm seeing is 96 yards a game they're giving up on the ground.
What is this thing? Okay, I must be looking at the wrong thing here. Anyway, but that defense is certainly better. Oh, that's 2022. Okay,
there you go.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong.
That sounds about right.
That don't look right to me. Okay.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So anyway, getting to that, I think that they are absolutely upgraded from last year. I think, I told Tom Mobley, a friend of mine, Tom Mobley, loved the man. He's a big Auburn guy. Told him at church last night that I think Auburn's on the ascension. I think that Alabama's on the descent, and I think they may meet this year and cross out of the horn.
That Iron Bowl's going to be interesting for sure.
Iron Bowl is going to be interesting. It's really going to be interesting this year. I think you're right. I think that Alabama is not. They've taken a downgrade from last year. I think A&M is absolutely taking an upgrade, if nothing else. And I don't like him as anybody else, But the OC they got, Bob Petrino, I think it's an upgrade from what they were before. I think Jimbo calling the plays before was a problem. Yeah. And I think right now you got a better play caller. I think you got a better OC. So I'm going to pick A&M to win. It's only a 1.5 point. Alabama's only favored by 1.5. So I think A&M's going to win. They're going to win probably by 6, maybe 7 points.
I'll give them a field goal.
Yeah. So, all right, we got a couple more we want to talk about.